Morning, welcome to online class. My college is Indira Priyadarshini Government Degree College for Women, Nampalli, Hyderabad. Today discuss the topic is Ectocarpus, presented by B. Jagan Mohan, lecturer in botany. The topic Ectocarpus. This topic contains definition, classification, occurrence, thallus structure, reproduction, and life cycle. First, classification and definition. This class belong to Phaeophyceae. Introduction to Phaeophyceae. First of all, division Fucophyta, class Isogenrata, order Ectocarpellis, family is Ectocarpaceae, genus Ectocarpus. In this slide, right side the thallus structure, plant body thallus structure. The Ectocarpus belong to class is Phaeophyceae. Phaeophyceae characters some. The members of this class are commonly known as brown algae. So Ectocarpus is brown alga. Due to the presence of a brown xanthophyll pigments, fucoxanthin and diatoxanthin. These are the pigments. These plants consist of these pigments. So this alga appeared as brown color. So these class are commonly known as brown algae. Brown algae are found almost exclusively in the shallow water of interdial zones of rocky coastline in seas. And systematic position or classification. The class is Phaeophyceae, order Ectocarpellis, family Ectocarpaceae, and genus is Ectocarpus. This alga classification is this is plant body diagram. Ectocarpus. Ectocarpus occurrence. Here main points given below. Occurrence is specific species of Ectocarpus are cosmopolitan in distribution, growing in the littoral and sublittoral zones of oceans. These are more common alga the Atlantic coast than the Pacific oceans. In India, they are found on the western coast, growing epiphytically on sea plants are attached to racks. Epiphytic species like grow on large algae like fucus and laminaria. Ectocarpus fasciculans is an epizootic species and grow on fins of fishes of Sweden. The genus in India is represented by about 16 species. Of these, Ectocarpus, Conferus, Ectocarpus, Carniger, Ectocarpus indicus, and Ectocarpus gemini frutus are more common. This is the Ectocarpus occurrence and thallus structure or thallus structure. Here the plant body of Ectocarpus is microscopic, multicellular, filamentous and branched. It shows heterotrichous habit. It is differentiated into a prostrate rhizoidal system and an erect branched system. So this plant shows heterotrichous habit. The prostrate system is creeping and branched and the thallus remains attached to the substratum with the help of this system. It is well developed in attached forms than in free floating species. And the erect part of the thallus is in the form of covered tuft of branches arising from the prostrate branches. It waves freely in water. The main axis bears lateral branches. The branches arise beneath transverse septa of the cells, but due to evection they appear dichotomous. The filaments are several centimeters long and 1 cell in thickness. The ultimate branches end in a point or taper into colorless hair-like trichomes. The erect branches exhibit diffuse growth by the activity of basal or intercalary meristem. At the base of each hair, a zone of meristic cells develop. These meristematic cells out of new cells both below and above. The cells formed below develop into photosynthetic cells of the thallus, while the cells formed above add to the length of the filament. Such a growth is said to be trichothalic growth or intercalary growth. The prostrate systems show terminal growth. And here in this slide, some main points. The chromatophore may be ribbon-like with before. Next one is the cell structure. Here main points given in the slide, and the cell structure is filaments of ectocarpus are made of uninucleated rectangular or cylindrical cells placed one above the other. The cell wall is differentiated into an outer gelatinous layer and an inner firm cellulose layer. The gelatinous layer is mainly composed of algin and fucodin. Characteristic of phaeophysium cell wall. Thus each cell here each cell is uninucleated. It possesses one or more irregular, discoid or ribbon-shaped chromatophores. Here in this slide, main points given below. Each chromatophore is golden brown in color and contains a brown carotenoid pigments. Fucoxanthin, in addition to chlorophyll A, chlorophyll C, carotins and xanthophylls. There are naked projecting pyrenoids on the chromatophores. The reserve food material is oil or mannitol and laminarin, but not starch. The cytoplasm contains one or more small vacuoles with polyphenol. These vacuoles are called physodes, and they probably functions like lysosome. This is the cell structure diagram. Ribbon-like chloroplast is green colored, consists of in the center nucleus. Cell wall is 3 layers: outer, middle and inner. Outer is pectin, inner cellulose, algin, and middle is fucodin. And cytoplasm in this cell consists of cytoplasm and plasma membrane, pyrenoids on ribbon type like chloroplast. This is the cell structure. This diagram is Left side is thallus, habit and structures of ectocarpus. Habit, single cell. In the cell, pyrenoids and the cell wall is clear, nucleus and chromatophores. And third one is intercalary meristem and hair. In the stem consists of meristem, intercalary meristem, and reproduction. Next heading is reproduction. Ectocarpus reproduction by asexually and sexual methods. Ectocarpus reproduction by sexual and asexual methods. Plants of ectocarpus are of two types, namely the diploid sporophyte and the haploid stage is gametophyte stage. Here the plant, in this diagram, see the diagram plant body. The plant body is diploid stage, it is sporophyte stage. And next one is haploid stage is gametophytic stage. Here main side heading asexual reproduction. The asexual reproduction takes place by the formation of biflagellated zoospores. The zoospores may be haploid, produced in one called unilocular sporangia, or they may be diploid form in many cell plurilocular sporangia. Here means asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction takes place by biflagellated zoospore. The sporophytic diploid plant produce two types of sporangia. Sexual reproduction, sexual unilocular sporangia and asexual plurilocular sporangium. Both of these type of sporangia are born on the same plant. Are different plants. The unilocular sporangium produces haploid zoospores with an germinate to produce haploid plant body or gametophyte stage. The plurilocular sporangium produced diploid zoospores which germinate to produce the diploid thallus or thalli. These two types of asexual reproduction is take place in ectocarpus. The first one is plurilocular sporangia. Here main points: the plurilocular sporangia are stalked or sessile. These are elongated cone-like multicellular structures. These also develop from a terminal cell of the short lateral branches. So, the plurilocular sporangia, development of the plurilocular sporangia. First one is the development of unilocular sporangia. Unilocular sporangia, here in this slide main points given below. The unilocular sporangia. This sporangia develop single at the tip of the small branches on the sporophyte. Each unilocular sporangium has a short stalk and oval or elliptical body. It is smaller than the plurilocular sporangium and made up of a single cell. The terminal cell of a lateral branch enlarge in size and functions as sporangial initial. The young sporangium enlarges with increase in chromatophores and cytoplasm. The enlarged diploid nucleus undergoes to meiosis division. Subsequent divisions are meiotic, producing 32 or 64 haploid nucleus. The nuclear divisions are not accompanied by valve formation, and as such the sporangia remains unicellular and unilocular. The protoplast of the sporangium cleaves into as many segments as the number of the nuclei. Each segment transferred to the periform uninucleate haploid biflagellate zoospores. Then after, the zoospore has a chromatophore and an eye spot. Though the two flagella are laterally inserted and are unequal. The anterior is longer and pantonymatic, and the posterior is shorter and acronymatic. Here the zoospore haploid stage biflagellated zoospore is two type of flagella, consist of two type of flagella. One is pantonymatic and second one is acronymatic. In this diagram, see this diagram, two type of flagella, tinsel and Wieslash. Tinsel is acronymatic and pantonymatic. Two type इधर. Next, zoospores are liberated enmeshed through a terminal pore. After the zoospore are discharged, another sporangium may be developed within old sporangial wall. The zoospore along with mucilage remain together for 1 to 2 minutes and then become free. They swim for some time and settle on the substratum with their anterior end. They withdraw their flagella, becomes rounded and germinate within 2-3 hours. They produce haploid filamentous with represent the sexual plant. The gametophytic plant is morphologically identical with sporophytic plant. This is the development and formation of unilocular sporangium. Next one is development of plurilocular sporangia. With the diagram here, main points in this slide. The development of plurilocular sporangia. Here, plurilocular are natural sporangium. This is the plurilocular sporangium has a short stalk and a multicellular elongated spindle shaped body. The plurilocular sporangium has a short stalk and a multicellular elongated spindle shaped body. It develops from terminal cell of a short lateral branches of diploid plant. The terminal cell which acts as sporangial initial. This is the first cell. Next, enlarge and becomes spherical and accumulates numerous chromatophores. The sporangial initial now undergoes repeated transfers and vertical divisions, forming as many as 600 cubical cells arranged in 20 to 40 transfer tiers. The protoplasm of each cell metamorphoses into single diploid biflagellated zoospore. Then after the zoospore are periform uninucleated with two laterally inserted flagella. The zoospore has chromatophore and an eye spot. The flagella are unequal. The anterior is longer, phantonematic, and the posterior is shorter, acronematic. Next, the zoospore are liberated between 600 to 12 hours. They ooze out of the sporangium in a gelatinous matrix through a terminal or lateral perforation. The spores become free, swim for a while and then comes to rest. Withdraw their flagella and attach themselves to the substratum by their anterior end. The zoospore become rounded, secretes its own wall and germinate to produce a diploid sporophytic plant body. The zoospore serve to reduplicate the sporophytic generation. Thus, these sporangia are also called natural sporangia. This is the plurilocular sporangia and development of spores and germination to germ after sporophytic generation. This is the ectocarpus development of plurilocular sporangia. Young sporangia, mature plurilocular sporangia, and released zoospore, two types of flagella, acronymatic and phantonymatic. This is the development of plurilocular sporangia. Next, sexual reproduction. It is both isogamy and anisogamy types. Anisogamous may be of two types: morphologically anisogamy and physiologically anisogamy. These are produced inside the plurilocular gametangia. In this plant body and formation of sexual organs, here sexual reproduction is mainly the sexual reproduction take place by the fusion of two gametes produced in plurilocular gametangia. In gametophytic plant, the gametangium develop in the same manner as plurilocular sporangia. The gametangium in a elongated structure with or without a stalk. The cells of gametangium are cubical and arranged in several transverse rows. The protoplast of each cell metamorphoses in a periform biflagellated gametes which laterally inserted flagella. They are slightly smaller than zoospore. Through a terminal pore, the gametes are liberated out. Most of the species of ectocarpus are dioecious, i.e., the fusion occurs between the gametes from different plants. A few species are monoecious. Sexual fusion may be isogamous, anisogamous, or oogamous type. Most of the species are anisogamous. The anisogamy may be physiologically or morphologically. Here, isogamy. Isogamous is the fusing gametes are identical in every respect. They may be from different plants or even from the same plant. This is isogamy. And anisogamy. Physiologically, anisogamy is Gametes from gametangia developing on filaments of different strains fuse to form zygospore. The fusing gametes are similar in size, shape, and structure but differ in activity. The gametes from one strain are more active and behave as male gametes. They behave as female gametes. Several active male gametes cluster around a single passive female gamete with their long anterior flagellum. It is called clump formation. Here, Ugame. Plurilocular gametangia are of three types. There being no unilocular sporangia. Out of the three plurilocular structures, the largest is the megagametangium. The medium size is the myogametangium and the smallest is the microgametangium. The mega and microgametangia present the oogonia and antheridia. They produce egg and sperm. Because here sperm means male gamete, egg means female gamete, which fuse resulting in zygote. After fusing, the formation of zygote. The medium sized myogametangia produce gametes which develop pathogenetically into new plants. So, this is the type of sexually fusion and formation of antheridia and oogonia. Next, the fertilization. The fusion of gametes resulting in the formation of diploid zygote. The zygote germinates within 2 or 3 days without resulting period and develops into a sporophytic plant. This is no zygotic meiosis. Here in this slide, it is external in brown algae in valving fusing of naked gamete. Clump formation is seen. Plasmogamy and karyogamy occurs. Role of phenomena in fertilization. The motile female gamete begins to settle on a surface and start to surface a chemically sign hormone. Here biologically functions ectocarpus is isolated algal pheromone. Zygote undergoes germination with no reduction and best. The diploid sporophyte bears unilocular and plurilocular sporangia and the same plant. Sexual generation also propagates by the parthenogenetic development of the unfused gamete. This is the life cycle. Here main points here the haploid diploid life cycle and alternation of generation are isomorphic. Here two distinct phases can be seen. The diploid sporophyte, haploid gametophyte stage. Morphologically both are similar, so this type is called as isomorphic. Here the ectocarpus is isomorphic alternation generation. There are two plants which are morphologically identical but they show cytologically difference. The sporophyte has 16 chromosomes and the gametophyte has 8 chromosomes. The sporophyte bears two types of sporangia, the plurilocular and unilocular. Zoospore formed from the plurilocular sporangia are diploid. These neutral spores gives rise to diploid plants in an asexual manner. Thus they are not concerned with alternation of generation, but the unilocular sporangia present on the sporophyte are concerned with alternation of generation. Unilocular sporangium produce zoospores only after meiosis and they germinate gives rise to haploid gametophytic plant. The haploid plant are similar to sporophytes but they bear only plurilocular gametangia which are just like the natural sporangia of the diploid plants. Haploid biflagellated gametes are produced in these gametangia. These gametes on libration into water fuse to form zygote. The fusion is isogamous or anisogamous. The diploid zygote produce diploid ectocarpus plant. Thus in ectocarpus the life cycle such as alternates between the diploid and haploid plants which are morphologically identical. Hence there is isomorphic alternation of generation in the life history of ectocarpus. In addition to this, the life history includes accessory multiplication of diploid plants by means of zoospore produced in natural sporangia and sometimes the gametes may parthenogenetically develop in haploid plants. This is the life cycle of ectocarpus. In this diagram, life cycle, left side sporophyte plant. In this first cycle is asexual reproduction. By diploid sporophyte may be produced plurilocular sporangia. Grow in new sporophyte stage, and here sexual reproduction is unilocular forms, undergoes to meiosis to germinate a haploid stage plant sporophyte, and haploid meiospores released. Then after generation of plurilocular gametangia, and form two gametes, male gametes and female gametes. After fusion, zygote form. Zygote germinate to sporophytic diploid plant. This is the life cycle of the ectocarpus. In this diagram, sexual and asexual method. Asexual method form to plurilocular and unilocular spores to produce spores and germinate the plurilocular spores diploid plant. Unilocular spores to germinate to spores haploid stage plant. After haploid to spore germination, after plurilocular gametangia forms male and female gametes, and fusion. After fusion and zygote after germination to given a new diploid stage plant. This is the ectocarpus life cycle. So this topic is over. Thank you.